Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your monthly focus for May 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, let me take a moment to thank you for your positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. You guys truly rock. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to you. Let's get to the cards. Now, we start with the King of Cups here. So, this is the stereotypical dad in the deck. Okay, he's the one who goes out and works hard to create a living in order to bring home money, in order to put food on the table, in order to put the roof over the head of the people he loves most. So, one, you will have a giving heart towards the people that you love this month. Absolutely, you will be working towards their security as well as your security. But it is all about making life more secure for yourself, bring things more into balance, probably with work, probably with finances, probably um, feeling are working towards a comfort zone there. And it's with the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is all about new paths of abundance. So we are probably looking at our finances. I mean, this is a month where you might even want to do a spreadsheet and see where you're at and see how much money is left at the end of the month or how much month is left before the money is gone and start to make some adjustments. But what you need, this card usually provides. So if you need better pay, that's, this card brings it in. If you need a mentor in order to grow your wisdom so that you know your trait better, so that you can be in line for that next promotion or the next pay raise or something, these are the kinds of things that come into being in order to help you on your path of well-being, of abundance. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So two aces right off the bat. So you are walking into new beginnings. You are walking into new experiences. Now remember that almost, I think, 5 planets are in retrograde, and then it goes to 4 planets. So you might actually feel like nothing is moving forward. In actuality, you are definitely getting ready to go on some beautiful new path. This is the action plan. This is putting yourself out there, doing the work. It's the aha moments. It's the epiphanies. And usually I get that you draw that line in the sand with the sword, but I'm not even getting that with this card, so I'm not even going to say that part of it because I don't think it applies here at all for you. It's about the epiphanies. It's about knowing what to do. It's about how to go forward with the strength, how to roll out that plan, knowing the next steps. And then we have the Eight of Wands, so opportunities coming in, lots of opportunities coming in for many of you, actually. Now, the problem here is that we can get so future focused that we are not living in the now, and we do not see the opportunities as they present themselves to us. So it's staying in the now, it's staying grounded in the now, not pushing your thoughts too far forward, because otherwise you're going to miss those little opportunities. Now, I'm a firm believer that if you miss an opportunity, it does come around again. It may not look exactly the same, but it is essentially the same opportunity. But wouldn't it be great to grab it the first time around? So we want to be aware of those little clues from the universe, the thoughts that pop into our head, the song that won't go out of our minds for days on end, those little things. Pay attention to dreams, waking and sleeping, absolutely, because those could give you indications of how to go forward on your path, how to step forward into who you want to become, what you want to create going forward. The underlying current is the Ten of Cups, so it is working you towards a happily ever after. So whatever happens in your life this month, know that it is for your higher good. Okay, that is putting you into the right places at the right time so that you experience the abundance, the joy, the happiness of what you want to create, of who you want to become going forward. Now, this isn't an active pursuit. This is really God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe kind of putting things into place for you, giving you the situations, giving you the lessons so that you can prosper, that you can go forward with a wisdom, with an empowerment. Absolutely. We have the Seven of Cups as our overriding energy. So things may need We need to get our priorities straight here. We need to understand what is the most important place that we need to put our energy. We got to stop getting pulled off the path for other people's obligations and responsibilities and what they want done, and start to think a little bit more about ourselves and what we need in our life over what everybody else needs, because it's almost like you're being pulled in 20 different directions with this card, or your priorities are so scattered that there isn't something that is taking precedence, and I think there needs to be a precedence here. Um, and for each one of you, it may be completely different. So it could be love and relationships, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be career, job, it could be community, the neighborhood you live in, stature in the community. It could be your health and well-being. It could be your spirituality. It could be somebody else's obligations or responsibilities that they threw on your plate because they didn't want to deal with it themselves. So it's really about getting a focus on where you need to put your priorities, and priority needs to be you as number one. So I think that's probably the hardest. That's a hard energy to work through for the month, because it's pulling yourself back into focus constantly. It's turning back and looking at the priority list and understanding that you don't need to do A, B, and C, because D is the most important thing, and it's at the bottom of the list, for goodness sake. So we need to move it up front. And so it's a constant reevaluation this month of where we are putting our energies, and if we are getting value back for our energy. We need to focus. We need to get those top priorities in line. We need to hone in our focus in order to be productive, in order to go forward with the strength this month. Now, I think Jupiter, which is your planet, does go direct this month, so that, I'm sure, is going to help you move forward in a direction. But especially, I would say, the very beginning of May, the first week or two of May, you're really going to not be able to have the focus that you want. You may be getting a lot of things done, because we do start with the King of Cups, so you are going out there and you are working on your security, and you are taking care of a lot of maybe little things. Maybe it's taking care of little things so that you get them off your plate and they're done and they're over with, so you're not carrying that energy into June. That could be, as well as your focus is all over the place because there's just too much there to deal with. And so we need to lessen that load. And so we need to really work towards our security of clearing up some maybe projects in our life, or getting a credit card under control or something like that, in order to really move forward with the confidence, with the strength. We do have the Three of Swords here. Now, I'm the farthest thing from a negative person ever. But I think if you don't start clearing up the details in your life, you're going to be facing some kind of hardship, or you're going to hit a brick wall, or it's going to be a lot harder going forward on your path in some way. I don't get this as far as relationships and things are concerned, but it's almost, it's tied in very strongly with the King of Cups and working on your security. And then I touched on it with the Seven of Cups, which is about clearing the details in life up so that we can look at the big picture again. But there might be something that you really have been putting off that you need to deal with, and so you need to deal with it. Okay, otherwise it's probably going to come back to bite you. It's going to come back to haunt you. It's going to make your road, your path, a little bit more unbearable, if you don't look it in the eye and you just deal with it and get it off your plate. Okay, because we don't want this energy. We never want this kind of energy, and I'm kind of getting that. It won't be a walk in the park if you kind of ignore something that you really need to hone in on. So when I was talking about your priorities and needing to understand and constantly reevaluating what the priorities really need to be, give it a lot of thought. Okay, try and master that ability on a daily basis of what do I need to do today and what's on the grand list, and what can I get off that grand list so I don't have to ever look at that on my list again, kind of thing, because something is going to weigh you down, something's going to pull down your energy if you don't pay attention to the details in life, or the priorities in life, and working towards your security, working towards your well-being. Okay, I see a lot of strength there in working towards your well-being, your abundance. Okay, it follows with two aces, but the Seven of Cups kind of worries me in this card too. So take it with a grain of salt. Everybody has a personal chart, so hopefully you'll have something in your chart to completely shine this kind of energy away from you. So just pay attention to the details in life. Pay attention to what you can get off your plate for good, so that your priorities are less, so that you are not pulled in so many directions, so that you can really focus on the true priorities in life. And I think you can avoid this kind of energy almost completely. We have the Knight of Swords, so you do have this vibrant energy. You do have this I will succeed, and this is probably closer to the middle of the month, where you're starting to feel this vibrant energy again. It's probably because Jupiter is starting to go direct for you, where you feel like you can succeed, that you are championing a cause, that failure is not part of your vocabulary anymore. You run into that battlefield and you raise your sword and you yell charge, and so your energy does raise as the month goes on, obviously, and you feel like you can succeed. So get those details taken care of at the beginning of the month so you can feel this kind of energy rushing in to carry you through till June. And as we get closer to June, the end of May, we have the Wheel of Fortune here as our very first card, and this is definitely doors closing in order for new doors to open. So maybe this is closing a chapter in your life on something that has been baggage all along. Maybe it's one of those things with the Seven of Cups where we just need to get it off of our plate and be done with it once and for all, so that we can move forward without that weight on our shoulders weighing down our steps. And it is coupled with the Chariot and the Page of Wands. So this is thinking outside the box, new ideas, new ways of doing things, new plans, new adventures. Okay, we're with the travel card here, so this could take you in a whole new direction. Now you hold the reins to those horses. Those horses would go any which way but straight, but you hold the reins. So you want to drive the goals. By the end of the month, you're ready to go forward, and new ideas, thinking outside the box, new ways of approaching things, new ways of being, new ways of doing, are all in the cards for you, absolutely. And that's as we close those old doors. This is the path that emerges, the whole new, brand new adventure, the whole new experience unfolds before you. For love, relationships, we have the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, so very strong cards here for love and relationships. And there's kind of like this maturity level when it comes to relationships here. Okay, we got two kings, so first we're going to look at that part of it. Very grounded cards, very strong cards. We'll start with the King of Pentacles. Now he's very grounded, he's very traditional, and his crown is a living vine, so it is the new ideas, the new ways that we can incorporate love into our lives, grow our experience with another, making it a deeper, more solid relationship going forward. And you have new ideas in which to enhance that within the relationship. Be careful with the King of Sword energy, though, okay? Because you'll get a thought in your head of, if we did this, then our relationship would be so much better. And so you sign yourselves up as a couple for this thing, and then you come home and you're all excited and you tell them about it, and they're like, I'm not doing that. You're not getting me there. So sometimes we get something in our heads, and we can almost come across as egotistical or self-centered, or we weren't thinking about the other person at all. We can ruffle feathers very easily with this kind of energy. So just make sure that you know where they are coming from. Discuss things, because you could have a new idea, a wonderful new idea where you could do something together, and it really backfires on you with this kind of energy because you didn't talk to them first, or you didn't really look at things through their perception. You only looked at it through your perception. And so that way you can really seem like you were self-centered and egotistical, even though you were trying to work on the relationship and make it better and more wonderful. They are not going to see it like that. So make sure that you are not overstepping your bounds within the relationship and changing things up, or definitely signing them up to something that they probably don't want to do in the first place. Maybe have that discussion first. This could also bring a lot of passion into your life with this kind of energy. There's, if you want love, you're definitely going forward for it. There's no holding you back. There's no way that somebody's going to stop you from making that relationship even stronger. You're coming up with creative, beautiful ideas in which to do that, whether it's passionate or sensual. If you are looking for a relationship, somebody new to come into your life, there's no real love cards here per se. Okay, the King of Cups is probably the closest thing to anything love related. Now, love is very magical, so love can happen at any time. It doesn't have to be a card here. Well, you know what? We do have two aces. Duh. And it's one of the first, the two of the first four cards. So, and then we have the opportunity card over top of it. So yeah, love could definitely come in out of nowhere actually and set you on a whole new path, a new way of thinking, enriching your life in some way. Absolutely. So yeah, there's definite window of opportunity when it comes to new love coming into your life. There's also ways of that you will come to grow and want to create a better experience in love. And you're ready to go forward and making those steps and making it a reality. For work, career, money, finances, we have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. First of all, what are you cultivating? And it really has a lot to do with people this month. So it is the group atmosphere. Maybe you are a leader at work in some aspects. So you would, make sure that you're asking yourself, what am I cultivating? What am I trying to, rally the team towards? What kind of, end goal am I looking at here? Make sure that you have purpose in your leadership. You stand above the crowd, absolutely. So if you are going for any kind of job interviews and whatnot, they're really going to see your gifts, your talents, what you bring to the table. But make sure that you're asking yourself, what am I cultivating by taking this job? Is it just a paycheck? Does it enhance my creativity? Does it bring passion into my life? Is it something I really want to do? Make sure that you are doing things within the group, okay? That's where you are going to be the most successful. That's where you shine the most. So anything that is group-oriented, a special task force within work, that's where you are really going to stand out and be at your best. Absolutely. But one of the things that you really need to ask yourself is, what am I cultivating when it comes to work? What am I really, here for? Am I here just for the paycheck? Am I here to make it a better workplace? Am I here to create something new and magical? Am I here to enhance the experience of everybody else? Am I here to, and you fill in the blank. So what are you cultivating? What is your heart's desire? What do you feel would give you the biggest freedom or sense of freedom or liberation and creativity within the job that you already hold, or the job that you want to hold going forward? For spirituality, we have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So, it's the seeker of truth. Excuse me. Sevens are definitely the seeker of truth. So you could be very much looking at your spirituality and understanding what works and what doesn't work within your spirituality. You could be looking for the deeper meaning of, why are we here? What really connects me to God, my angels, my spirit guides? What happens to us when we die? These are the kinds of things, and they're important to you. It's like, you want to find the tools that work best for you this month. Absolutely. It's also, you could be making some kind of declaration within your spirituality. Now, I would hope that that would be in affirmations. Okay, affirmations of what you want to create, who you want to become, what you want to walk into, and affirmations about who you are already within your spirituality. But I think a lot of it will be the soul searching of what works and what doesn't work within your spirituality, and what you feel the most grounded with, the biggest connection with when you practice any sort of spirituality, whether it's through prayer, meditation, and maybe you're even looking at new ways of enhancing your spirituality. For health and well-being, you know what? It's going to take some work. It's going to take some work. Um, you could feel very with. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here. So this could very much be a draining month for you when it comes to your energy levels from how you're feeling day by day. So you really want to do those positive affirmations. You definitely want to incorporate some kind of spirituality that works for you this month. You and it's a work in progress. So this isn't the month to go off the diet or to stop exercising. Um, you kind of have to work through it. You kind of have to push yourself in order to achieve the vitality that you want. It's not that the vitality can't be there. It's just, I think you'll be a little bit more lax in those areas. You might stay up too late watching, five five series in a night, right? I got through the first three seasons in one night kind of thing. I just couldn't turn it off. I had to see what happened next. And so you are depleted in the morning. It's just going to be where you really have to be disciplined this month, and you are going to have to start your day with some positive affirmations, some feel-good thoughts. Definitely don't watch the news or listen to the news first thing in the morning. It will bring you down. It'll bring you down your vibration. It'll bring down your energy. It's one of those months where you're really going to have to keep working at it, keep on yourself, be a little bit more disciplined in your approach to your well-being and feeling good and feeling healthy and feeling alive. It's not that it can't be there. In fact, we're standing up very straight, and this is the door of abundance. And then we have the hard work card. So I can see where our energy could be zapped quite easily, and it's going to have to be a work in progress in order to really feel that vibration, to feel that excitement, to feel that vitality. And it's there, but it's going to take work. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.